Alright, hi guys, this is Austin, and I'm here with another exciting video on organic molecules. I'll try to make this as short and less or painless as possible. Alright, well, I'll start with the question, what is an organic molecule? Well, an organic molecule is a compound with carbon in it. For example, CO2, carbon dioxide. Many of you will be asking, why is it carbon? Why isn't it fluorine? Or why isn't it nitrogen? Or why isn't it oxygen that we breathe? Well, to answer that question, we need to see the atomic model of a carbon. If you see the atomic model of a carbon, you can notice that there are 4 valence electrons, which is electrons on the most outer shell. 4 valence electrons means that covalent bonds can happen on 4 different sites at the same time. So a carbon molecule could be bonding with an oxygen atom or a hydrogen atom or another carbon atom all at the same time, which is a unique property. I'm done with explaining what organic molecules are, so let's now explore some organic molecules. There are 4 main macromolecules or organic molecules. There are carbohydrates, lipids, proteins, and nucleic acids. First of all, carbohydrates are just sugars. They're nothing else. They're just sugars. One molecule of sugar, which is monosaccharides, mono means one, is the monomer of carbohydrates. The monomer is called glucose, and I'm sure many of you have heard that term. 2 sugar molecules is a disaccharide, and a polysaccharide is more than 2, but most of the times it's like 100. These sugar molecule chains could be separated and broken into by a process called hydrolysis, which adds a water molecule, and also could connect the chains through dehydration synthesis by subtracting a water molecule. Some functions of polysaccharides would be storage function. It stores glucose or sugars able to be used by the body. In an animal, that would be done by the glycogen, and in plants, that would be starch. It also provides structural support for some organisms. For example, cellulose makes up a lot of the cell wall. The next macromolecule is lipid or lipids. They're just basically fat. There are many types of lipids, but I'll just focus on one. Phospholipids are what make up your cell membrane. They have 2 components, a hydrophilic head and a hydrophobic tail. A hydrophilic head and a hydrophobic tail means that the head likes water, but the tail does not. This causes the 2 to go in opposite directions. So basically, there's a head and there's a tail swimming. That's horrible. Swimming. That means this guy, the tail is exposed to water. It doesn't like that. So that's why they paired it up with 2 tails and a head at each end, so that one head would be touching the outer water and the other one would be touching the cytoplasm. That is why people call your cell membrane, which is made out of phospholipid, a phospholipid bilayer. Bilayer as in 2 layers. Okay, the next one is proteins, I guess. Proteins are basically one or more polypeptide chains. Polypeptide chains are chains of amino acids. All you gotta know is that there are 4 structures, or yes, 4 stages, I guess. They're the primary, secondary, tertiary, and the quaternary structures. And examples of protein would be enzymes, for example, with hemoglobin, insulin. Those are all enzymes, and enzymes are types of proteins. I guess I'm left with the last macromolecule, nucleic acids. Well, in my opinion, I think these are the most important because this is what makes up your genetic material, or the genetic side of you. This is what makes up DNA and RNA, deoxyribose nucleic acid, and ribonucleic acid. Sorry for the pronunciation. And the monomers of nucleotides include purines and pyrimidines. Purines contain your adenine and guanine, and the pyrimidines contain cytosine and thymine. In the case of RNA, uracil. Anything else? Oh yes. When nucleotides bind together, the adenine and thymine or uracil go together, and a guanine and a cytosine go together. So purine with a pyrimidine, purine with a pyrimidine. And I think that's pretty much it about my lecture or video about organic molecules. I hope to make another AP Bio related video in the future, and I hope you guys enjoy this one as well. Thank you.